Hello everybody, I am The Worm, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. It's been it's been a little while since I've played last. It's been about a week, I think. And having jumped right back into here, I decided to do a few things. For one, I really got the sense that I was sort of nearing... Well, I can't see it on this screen here, but I felt like I was nearing perhaps the end of this particular dungeon. And considering my experience with the Guptoros in the other dungeon that I did, I kind of wanted to be prepared for that. So I went ahead and went back. I re-equipped the mage archetype, and I ran back through in order to, one, get my MP back without having to spend all my items, but also to sort of double check and make sure I'm not missing anything. I also, when I went to the academia and switched around the archetypes, I realized that, I'm trying to think ahead here, because we have quite a lot of archetypes unlocked now. And one thing that I saw was for Hulkenberg here, her knight class, in order to rank up to the next level, she needs not only to max out the level on the knight, but she needs to also raise the level on mage, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what that means for the higher level knight class. So I switched her over to mage too. For Stroll, the warrior doesn't have any other archetype requirements to level up, so I kept him as that. I also don't know when I got this really fancy looking staff for mage, but it sure looks fancy. So yeah, I ran around, my MP's back to full, and as I was running around, I checked the doors back in the mausoleum and still locked. But one thing that I did find, and I feel so silly too, because I'm pretty sure at the very beginning of this dungeon I said, I need to be using this view mode more, because things like in that first dungeon that I did, the little entrances light up in green. Well, guess what? I was running around this way, checking everything. And if I walk by here...
It's all clear.
Do you see it? Do you see in there?
Everything's pretty standard.
Look. There it is. There's some kind of entrance. And I remember this poor gentleman here, I remember we went up to him and saw his last moments, and yet I did not catch this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check it out. I don't know if there's gonna be enemies in here, but let's find out. No enemies.
This is...
What?
Guest room key.
Hey,
Nice. Now, guest room key. So it's not a key to the chest. It's probably not a key to the mausoleum. So let's try that one lock down there. And I did discover something else as well. So I'm not sure if maybe I learned this in the previous dungeon and just forgot about it, but turns out there are certain enemies that when you defeat them in a dungeon, they don't ever respawn. So some little enemies, like these, what are they called? These little
Let's walk this
hundos.
up a
they will always respawn.
All right,
Let's
you did
push
it!
through.
But the
All right. How's that? Good one.
those the big white ones downstairs, they don't respawn ever. And I fought them, and one thing I discovered, it was pretty crazy. If I look here, so when I entered the fight with the white wolves, suddenly it said new ability, new ability, new ability all at once, and it was these things. It was synthesis. So because Colm and Hulkenberg are both mages, I suddenly got access to, all these synthesis attacks, and they are pretty crazy. I mean, so they're AoEs of all the, or at least not all the elements, but these 3 elements, and strong attack to a single enemy in those elements, and the MP cost is not bad. 6 MP, 10 MP. That's pretty dang good. So that's definitely something to consider. I'm thinking if we're gonna be fighting a boss, I need to temper my expectations about whether or not I'll be able to beat that boss in one go. And so now I need to start thinking about
What now?
what potential archetype combinations can I put together here? And 2 mages seem quite strong, actually. So let's see if this is the door here. Yes, it is.
I don't like this.
However,
Well,
Fair point.
okay, so sounds like there's going to be some enemies in here. Should I change class or change archetype? Or should I go for it?
hey.
Let's go for it.
Well then.
Oh,
As I
hello.
thought.
Incoming.
Oh, we don't get to we don't get to ambush, huh? Okay, so I actually have the opportunity to show you guys.
Looks like they're weak to light. And they're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
Weak to fire, eh? Well, hang on, let me show you.
Now, what's the play?
I've forgotten the button to pass. RB,
All
here we go.
yours.
I'll show you the essence of truth. Vitus power.
Oh, wait,
Better be
that's not the
sure.
right button.
Let's work
Synthesis. Yeah, check this out.
Hold nothing back.
Burn!
Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. Pretty dang good, if I may say so myself. Survivors. Oh man, how'd you survive in a room full of zombies?
Everything all right?
What?
If they use what's inside that chest, the treasure of sanctism.
The treasure. Look.
Okay, so this is something quite important.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Oh man, ton of Luis's soldiers were downed in here as well. So this was probably similar to on the floor below us. This might have been another room where they were keeping a lot of hostages. Well, we may as well do as he asked. Although considering the situation with Luis's soldiers and the fact that we're going to go fight the Necromancer, I actually don't think there's much chance that Luis will get his hands on whatever this is, but, you know, maybe we could make use of it for the good of the kingdom. Sanctified amulet.
Hey,
It's an igniter.
speaking of,
Dangerous. I suppose that means there's another use for it. Is it
What now?
something we can use, or is it used somewhere else? Oh, look at this. So it's not something I can wear. Necklace embedded with small magma crystals, suggesting it may have function, inscribed with a golden emblem of a praying sanctist saint. Okay. Interesting. Not sure where that will take us. Okay, so that's that there. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, yeah. I'm gonna refill my last bit of MP down there, and then I'm gonna go back up to the part where we left off at the end of last episode. So give me one moment, and I'll go ahead and skip right there for you. One moment, please. Hello, back again. Didn't intend to be back so soon, but I was running back. I got, I killed some of the enemies that were over there, and I was running back through, and I just looked to the left as I was running through, and I saw along the walls here these paintings, and I just walked up, and look, I can actually look at these, and I was running this way when I looked over, and I just went over immediately here and clicked on it, and the characters actually had stuff to say, so I actually want to go through these real quick. Hang on. Sanctus religious painting. The painting is titled Igniter's Blessing. It depicts some profane sort of magic that was corrected through an igniter. Okay.
huh?
Crowning of the Holy King. I wonder who the Holy King is.
Yes.
Okay, so they're not talking now, but when I first did this, Hulkenberg and Gallica had something to say. It was something, it was essentially... Hang on, wait, can I do the log? Yeah, that's an easier way to do this. Here it is. Okay, Gallica says the painting's title is The Guiding of the Pagans, and Hulkenberg says, Sanctism has no love for pagans. Here the Sanctus teachings are saving them for their sins. Okay. So conversion of pagans.
Indeed.
Holy dragon slayers.
Is that true?
So Sanctism and dragon slayers teamed up to fight dragons? Interesting. Okay. So that's done. Alright, now let me go ahead and skip to the location we were last.
Let's keep moving.
Alright, everybody. I'm back, and we are right where we left off. I've gone ahead and switched back to healer, and Hulkenberg back to knight. And yeah, we are ready to go ahead and continue on where we were last. Considering we have this dark fog mist coming from underneath the door, I'm curious as to whether or not that implies we will immediately face a fight here. At least when we opened that locked door, we were immediately thrown into a fight. So let's see if that's what that means.
Is all well?
Let's do this.
All right.
Oh. Oh yes, I forgot. There was a guy who was taunting us on our way up here. I see that you're able to hang out with the undead with no issues, huh?
As I thought.
Well, that's quite something.
Damn it!
I honestly, with how this is going, I don't see how Luis can maintain... I mean, if he is just so utterly callous with his own troops... Well, okay, so here's the thing. When he went up in front of that crowd on the day of mourning, you know, it sounded like he wanted to take control of the kingdom. He wanted to implement a sort of meritocracy and save the kingdom from humanity. But when we saw that opening cutscene way back in the main menu before we started the game, I think we know his true goal is to just destroy the kingdom. I don't know why he wants to do that. He's insane or just evil, I don't know. But certainly the callousness with which he uses his men like this it supports the idea that he just wants to tear it all down and he does not care, you know, the destruction of his own forces seem to be, or the men under his command seem to be, you know, if not inconsequential, part of then it's part of the plan itself, which is just, oh man. I don't know if there's gonna be, again, I'm not sure what we're in store for later on in the story, but I'm not sure if there's gonna be any sort of redemption in mind for Luis here. Great causes, huh? Well, yeah, there's certainly quite a few who are against the Sanctus Church.
You!
But it is just wanton slaughter, and regardless of how we feel about sanctism writ large, we're not going to stand by and let you do this. Well, who am I kidding? He's already done it, but we will avenge the innocents that you've slain, for sure. Okay.
Let's do this! Not the right move.
Looks like they're weak to light. I guess, yeesh, they're pretty tough. Looks like they're weak to light. They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up. Electricity's no good against them. That's the last thing we need.
Okay. So.
They're weak to strike attacks.
Give me your
Smash 'em
aid!
up.
Something else.
Electricity's no good against them. That's the last
Oh,
thing we need.
I didn't realize they're actually resistant to... Man. You really can't do much, can you, Stroll?
I shall vanquish evil. Let
I
me
have
rethink
Blizz.
this.
Sheesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful. Don't rush this. Darkness won't work on them.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that symbol. So, the dot is just normal damage. So the symbol on electric, is that immune? So they take no damage? The shield, I'm guessing, is resistant. And then Dark is, what, reflective? Interesting.
Stepping back.
Okay, so there's not much you can do here, Stroll. Let's pass for
All
now.
yours.
I'll get some distance. Lend me your strength. Maybe there's a better choice.
Well, I'm kind of wanting to take out that mage.
Healer! Light! They dodged!
Don't get
Oh,
sloppy.
that's not a good
Is
start.
everyone all right? To the rear guard! With blade in hand!
Let's go ahead and try this.
I stand waiting.
Why do you struggle?
Well, that's not good.
Only a flesh
Here
wound.
they come.
Yeesh, they're pretty tough.
Let's
Better be
start
careful.
hitting the mage captain with some stuff and see what we get.
Count Louis condemns you.
Okay, resistant to fire.
Come forth, royal soul! Flare!
You hit their weakness.
Observe the enemy.
That's your opening, Captain.
Strike me if you dare.
It's pointless to resist.
Let's try cold.
The power of ice. Let's finish this.
Oh, he's just resistant to all of that.
Is that all? Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Enough.
So you're one tanky boy, huh? I'm kind of wishing we were the double mage combo.
Vitus power! Light!
You hit their weakness.
Is everyone all right?
That's your opening, Captain.
Let us fight as one. Nope, not this.
Interesting how maybe I knew this before, but with Stroll's melee attack, it's not, you know, the normal melee attack would be one of the three physical on the left there, but it's because it's imbued with fire, it is completely fire. It's not a combination of the melee and of the physical attack and the element. Good to know. Let's test this real quick.
Got them right in
Can't
their
afford
weak
to hold
spot.
Oh,
back.
we found a weakness. Okay, that's good.
Go for it.
The power of healing. Healer! Flare! For left!
I
That's the
stand
spirit.
ready.
Okay, let's do this.
I stand waiting.
Count Louis condemns you.
And then let's do...
This calls for one of these.
Thank
top
you.
row.
Why do you struggle?
Feel so heavy.
Ouch.
Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Well, luckily...
The audacity.
Okay, I don't have to be
Stroll's
as...
combat power is down.
I don't have to be as scared about this as I think I am. Because these guys are just not doing much to me at all. So let's...
Light!
You hit their weakness.
Observe the enemy.
That's your opening, Captain.
Behold, we stand together.
Yeah, let's hit him with one of these.
I'm counting on you.
Roar with royal might.
Krakenberg got them right in their
Now,
weak spot.
what's the play?
Electricity's no good against them. That's the last thing we need.
Not done yet. It's pointless to resist.
So these enemies haven't really been using, like, I know the mage enemy has other attacks, and the bow enemy has other attacks, but they're just... Is it because... Is it because of the taunt that they're not using them?
The power of healing. Come forth, royal soul. Flare! Let's keep this up.
Captain,
Like
your
sworn
attacks
oath
have
of
been
For
weakened.
all
Well-
that we strive for!
Let's keep that up.
Strike me if you dare!
Let's finish this!
This is nothing. Only a flesh
Here
wound.
they come!
They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up. Electricity's no good against them. That's the last thing we need. They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up. They're weak to piercing attacks.
Warrior!
Hit 'em all in one
Perhaps
No,
fell
let's
swoop.
just, pass.
All yours!
Hulkenberg,
Let's stay
your
calm.
attack power's dropped.
Vitus power. Light!
You hit their weakness.
Count Louis
That's your
condemns
opening,
you.
Captain. Together. Hulkenberg got them right in their
Give
weak
up and
spot.
face your death!
Go for it!
Count Louis condemns
Well,
you.
that was a waste. I need to remember not to skip on those turns where I'm using one of the small half turns.
Let's go! Flare! Let's finish this!
Why do you struggle?
What?
Uh-oh. You know what? I think...
Seizing their chance while Hulkenberg's anxious.
Ow!
The audacity!
Okay, so that was a single turn without the taunt, and these guys just kind of kicked my butt. If I'm being honest here,
Let us fight!
that's
as
definitely worrying.
We'll team up, you
Hulkenberg got them
wretches!
right in their weak spot.
Can't be!
Let's
Louis!
yeah, this guy's pretty upset. He's gonna fail Luis. Let's do one of these.
with this.
Thanks.
Twas needed.
I will fight with... Come forth, royal soul. Light!
You hit their weakness.
This
That's your
can't be.
opening, Captain.
Count Louis!
Oh. Okay, game froze for a second. We're still good.
Charging in! To safer ground!
I don't want this guy to use a slicer on me again.
Nice! Is that all?
I can't afford to hold back.
Electricity's no good against them. That's the last thing we need.
Warrior!
Let me
They're
This
weak to
guy-
piercing attacks. Hit 'em all in one fell
We may as
swoop.
well test.
Are you prepared?
We may as well test slashing on this guy.
That's one! Louise!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Is that all?
Well, we survived. Good work, gang. We survived, and we learned a pretty important lesson, I think.
Satisfactory. Ha! I have never known such heights. All right.
The thing is,
Okay. So, that was crazy in that I think the lesson I learned there was if I didn't have Hulkenberg taunting every turn, I would have been absolutely wiped out. And that seems crazy to me. I don't know if that's normal, because so essentially every time Hulkenberg was taunting, all the little guys were forced to just sort of manually do the automatic melee. And then the one turn I didn't do that, and it was just the Whiteclad and the single undead guy. We almost got wiped out. That's, well, that might be a bit hyperbole, but that seems crazy. It really does seem, considering how the Toros in some fights feel, is you really need to know like, there's not gonna be a one-size-fits-all for every situation. You really need to know what counters to bring, or else you're kind of doomed. And I don't know how to feel about that, because I feel that seems like you need you need to really get the knowledge in order to make it through here in a timely fashion. Let's take a break.
That's true.
What do you guys think?
However,
No.
Then...
Magla gathered within the cathedral. I wonder what that means. Why is there... Is it normal for there to be this much Magla in the cathedral, or what?
Let's go.
I think we're okay for now. Let's go ahead and do this. Man, and I just went through and got all my MP back. So clearly we've, this is Altar Chamber. And I can see from the unfortunate dead here that this is where most of the Sanctist priests were located. Man, is Sanctism even gonna be able to recover from this? I mean, just the amount of dead priests, and I mean, Forden is presumably still out and about, but I mean, so many clergy gone here. I mean, this, at the least, this seems like it's going to be crippling for Sanctism, the loss of so many people within the cathedral. Not to mention, you know, the destruction inside the cathedral itself.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
But these guys are nothing. Ow.
hey, good one. Very impressive.
Yes.
All good.
Oh my goodness. I mean, after we're done here, I've said similar things in the past, but you know, that popularity thing, the contest that's happening with the royal magic, there is no way Luis can recover. I mean, this is insanity. All these people murdered. There was, like, how is, you know, well, whether it be Forden or us, you know, word is going to get out just of how many people are dead by Luis's hand. And, you know, when that happens, how is he gonna maintain the argument, you know, I want to protect the kingdom from humanity, but in the process of that, I'm going to murder, you know, however many innocents. Like, is the situation outside the capital so severe that he'll be able to just play this off. I mean, we really haven't been outside the capital yet, so who knows, but it seems just insanity to me. Oh my goodness, what? Leave me alone. There are living gargoyles in
I think we shook them.
Cathedral.
We should be safe.
Well, may as well try it, see what it's like.
Let's push through.
Let's take them all
Okay.
out.
Let's give this all we've got.
Life Rock
Looks
Gargoyles.
like flash attacks won't do much against them.
Well, dang it, Stroll. Oh, these are the guys that this is the... That's right. This is that thing where we read a note with information that said wind would be helpful.
Stepping back.
Go for it. To the rear guard. Vitus power.
You know, I was really thinking we were gonna fight more of you sorts of guys, but I am glad I have this.
Scour.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Our foes have fallen. We are safe for the time being.
Ah. Ah.
Okay, well at least we don't really have to be too afraid of those gargoyles.
Ah. Come on.
We strike first!
This is our
How do you
chance.
do it?
Forward.
Now get in there and finish them off!
All yours.
The pow, come forth. Royal soul. Wind.
So that was
What a
280.
finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
I want to fight another gargoyle. Are there any others? I want to test something. Hello, zombies.
This is bad. They're onto us.
Skill.
That was the last of them.
Oh. More soldiers. Well, are you guys ready?
Luis.
They found him!
Oh,
That was brilliant.
I forgot these guys are not as strong as their white-clad brethren.
Everyone all right?
What am I looking at here? Is that a giant mirror? Huh. Hey, one of you gargoyles come to life, please.
Let's push through.
Thank
Could be
you.
our
This
chance.
battle's ours.
Stay calm,
Let's go.
everyone.
You first.
It's okay. Falling back.
Okay, I want everyone to pay attention here. So,
Charging in.
standing up close, I did 280 with the wind
I'll get
damage.
some distance. I won't hold back.
Let's see how much I do when I'm standing back.
Scour.
261.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Okay, that's really
I
important.
chose the wrong
Not
opponent.
bad.
I'm eager to see you use that.
Oh, invasion against light attacks. That's pretty niche, it feels like, but I mean, I'll take it, I guess.
That was the last of them.
Ah.
Okay, to really confirm it, I want to fight one more gargoyle. But to explain what I'm trying to figure out, I've tried to remind myself, but I've forgotten a few times. You know how it said your damage is less in the front, or is in the back versus the front? the way it was phrased when I first read it, you know, all the way back when we were going to the mine with Grius, it was something like, it seemed to be just the melee attacks, you know, what is, for me, the X button. And so, I wasn't sure if archetype abilities counted. Now, I want to fight a third gargoyle and hit him from the front row again, and if I do 280, then that kind of confirms it for all time for me that, yes, it is all types, all damage, you know, melee, physical, with the weapon, with archetype. You just do more damage in the front row, period. So, I mean, that's good to know. Are you real? No. Are you? Are you? Are you? No. None of you are real. You are all fakers. Is that another previous king? Oh. It's a wall made of magla. A miasma wall.
Look. Yeah.
If so,
I see.
it's no good.
Okay. Need to deactivate the barrier.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
Superior mundane threads. Okay, before going further, let's see back here. Oh, nope.
Yep, we're safe here.
Oh.
What the? Let's hurry.
Got a sec?
It's on the bottom level. Oh man, what kind of labyrinth are we? Man, I thought we were getting close to the end. We are, it does not appear to be close to the end.
Alright, come back!
We did it!
Are you guys aware that your fellow soldiers are being used as cannon fodder downstairs?
That solves that.
What is that? What are those things? They're teleporting around. That's frightening.
Act fast, and we'll win this.
Oh, there's just more of
Falling
these
back.
guys.
Time for some close combat.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Healer!
280, let's see it.
Wind!
I got him!
286.
Going, Captain!
That seems pretty good to me.
Guess we'd better stay on our toes.
Are these guys gonna have the same resistances as the Whiteclad?
Let's do this.
Let's find out.
Let's do this!
That was very powerful.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Careful, we've got company.
Where did those red guys even come from?
Found you.
Skill.
Well, let's keep moving forward.
End intruder!
You've been spotted!
That was brilliant.
Okay, we are deep in enemy territory now.
Watch out! You've been spotted!
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Great spot! Keep it!
These dang gargoyles making me paranoid. Let's go back this way. Oh, you son of a gun!
I'll give it my all.
Try some of this!
Vitus power. Scour. 3
That's
left.
one for the count!
Keep it up!
Okay, no, wait a second. That did 266 in the front row. Well, now I don't know what to think.
No holding back! Not now. After me!
Well, shucks, I thought I was able to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know.
It's up to you now.
I'll cut you down!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Our foes are not vanquished. Be on your guard.
What are you doing?
Cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
Let's push through.
Hey, good one.
Hello, zombies.
Come on.
He found us!
That was brilliant.
Such a skill.
What have we got?
Nice.
Yeah!
Purity gloves. Strength 1, magic 1 prevents malady. I think I saw we got
What now?
some armor. I guess it was another one of those. Interesting. 1 less defense, 1 less magic, but +1 strength. Not sure if we need that. Okay. We are above where that locked door was. Okay. Hey, fellas. Let's do this.
Cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
Hey, good one.
Oh. Weak to fire. We got this.
Oh, I think they see us!
This could be our chance. Try some of this!
Quick, everyone, go!
I'm counting on you.
In the name of justice! Taste steel!
You hit their weak point!
I
Keep it
stand
up,
ready.
Huh, take this!
I
Let's
see.
stay calm. Let's go. Maybe not. A tough one.
In the name, try some of this.
Got it. Give me your loot.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone. Looks like we're safe for now.
We are quite close to completing that quest for the healer class.
Stop! We've been spotted. On your guard.
All right. How's that?
Act fast.
This is
and
our
we'll win
chance.
this.
Forward.
You guys need to stop with this appearing out of nowhere thing.
Is there another way?
I need
To the
more
rear
data.
guard.
Let's attack him from the back and see how much we do.
Wind. Let's keep
That's
this
one
up.
for the captain. Let's keep it going.
Okay, so still low from the back.
Let's get on with it.
Let my power support you.
Release.
That might be a bit too
That's
overkill.
that. Victory's ours.
Okay. I'll strive for greater heights.
I have a lot of points, but I feel a bit nervous in how to spend
I think
them.
we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Ever since I was told that I don't have to spend my points, now I feel nervous about spending them.
Let's push through.
Act fast, and we'll win this.
Okay, so it's just a fact of life that gargoyles have 3 soldiers hiding inside of them every time.
Falling back. Let's go. Scour. 3
That's
left.
one for the captain.
Okay,
Let's
that
keep
just
it
did
going.
300. Okay. No, never mind. I don't know how the damage thing works between the front row and the back row.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
Try
Well,
some
let's
of
just
this.
slash them.
The end's in sight.
Roll always comes through.
To you. This
Looking good here.
unexpected. Taste steel. That's one.
Tough one out.
Good one,
Keep
Strong.
it up.
This unexpected.
I'm stepping back.
Only one
I'll
left.
stay my blade.
Finish them off and we're clear. Only one left.
I'm counting on you.
Finish them
This.
off and we're clear.
Try some of this. Unexpected. Over.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe.
All right,
This could be our chance.
take them all down. Folks.
Son of a gun, these guys are
I'll
annoying.
get some distance. Come forth, royal soul. Wind.
That's one for the captain. Let's keep
no
it
less.
going.
Oh, interesting. The greens and reds have different resistances.
Withdrawing. Closing the distance. Let's do this.
Show them our
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Not bad.
Hey, we got it. Rank 10.
That'll do it.
I have a reportable quest. Can jump down, huh? Well, hang on a second. I think I missed a stairway. I did miss a stairway. Ooh, what is that?
What are you doing?
Someone found us.
Got me.
Is that where the thing is? Oh,
Come on.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe for the time being.
oh, okay. So we can't really do anything here right now. Wasn't it the case that
What
this
now?
archetype was supposed to get a skill to recovers HP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat? What is a support attack? I mean, I guess it's not regular attacks. Like, see this here? That's not a support attack? What is a support attack? Because I don't seem to get health when I just attack regularly. Okay, I think those are just enemies respawning behind us. I think I already checked that room. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
What in the world is a statue? What purpose could it serve?
Well,
Saint's likeness. Okay. Oh, I thought we were gonna jump down to where that chest was.
that might be of use later.
Intruder! Someone
They're
let's push through!
found you!
I think they see us.
Luis!
So I guess exclamation points are just something in the environment. Not entirely sure what they're meant to mean.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
Count Luis.
There's a lock. Don't wake up, Gargoyle.
Hey, you found something.
Oh, what? I unlocked it. What key did I have?
What now?
I don't even... This... Is it this key? I don't even know what key we used. Oh no, this is just a... I don't think we used a key. This is just the... I see. Okay, we've connected the path. It just said that the door opens on the other side, so I think we just unlocked it.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Yeah, it looks like we have some place to take a breather.
Check it out.
We have a place where we can rest. Locked, eh?
Would sure be a pleasure to find some treasure.
Okay, let's take a break.
Ooh.
What do you guys think?
Hey,
No.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah, no kidding.
let's go.
I'm gonna have to do another run with the mage, aren't I? To get back my MP. Wait, did... Okay.
We've been spotted.
Oh my goodness. What are you? What are you? What are you?
This won't stop us.
The captain's anxiety is overwhelming him. We can't let him get hit.
Specto.
Pierce attacks won't get through. Looks like slash attacks won't do much against them.
I can't use my thing. Oh, he did it himself. That's good.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Withdrawing! Time to go offensive.
Pierce attacks won't get through.
Well, let's start figuring out what we can do.
Taste steel!
Hit their weak point.
By the
Keep it
sworn
up,
oath of knighthood.
Weak to fire, that's good.
I'm stepping back. Knight! Strike me if you dare.
Maybe we can't do this at this rate.
Okay. That freaked me out.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
Good. 'Tis done.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Wait, could I go to the academia? I forgot about that. I can turn in that quest.
Well, well.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I got Heroes Incense ×3 and Imagination.
All right.
4 Imagination. Wow, it really feels like certain traits take a lot more to rank up than the others.
Fascinating.
What kind of memory?
What kind of...
Getting mag through interactions. When interacting with a follower or ally and giving them a response that moves their heart, you may obtain mag, which you can usually only acquire in battle. Try to be as open and receptive as possible to your followers' feelings when communicating to them. Uh-oh. So I gotta figure out sort of the personalities of everyone and answer appropriately? Ooh.
However,
You were killed? Hang on, you said killed, right? Wait, you believed you would die? Hang on, you're confusing me more.
in truth. However,
Yeah, I'd certainly say so.
Yeah.
I see.
Man, I just gotta... I gotta say everything to make people feel good now. I can feel Moore's mild expectations and trust. Oh, rank up.
I look forward to continuing our research.
Reduce the mag cost of studying the Seeker lineage. Increases skill inheritance slots for the Seeker lineage to 2. The archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu? That's really nice.
How delightful.
Linked Igniter.
This right here.
Thank you, sir. Well, that's just convenient.
Well then.
Study the heroic embodiment of the gunner. I know not of this gunner.
This one's important.
I should study the gunner archetype. This can be completed by anyone. Okay, and I'll get hero's fruit and more imagination.
Until next we meet.
Well, that was just dang useful.
Hello. Yes, that's right.
Grand Cathedral. So yeah, this is... You were definitely... Your whole situation is definitely something more recent than I initially thought.
Fascinating.
What was this again?
It's conceivable. Adieu.
Okay, I forget what that is. Okay, let's go.
Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
So now I can just change my class from anywhere, is that right? Because if I can do that... Hang on, let's save again. And I could just switch to mage immediately and get some MP.
Let's go.
Man, that feels so much better. Hang on. Let's actually confirm that real quick.
What now?
Oh my goodness. Look at that. So much simpler. There are no dudes to fight. So I guess I guess it could be the case that those guys are, the soldiers are non-respawning enemies, or at least it looks like. These dang guys. They're freaking me out.
What now?
Well, they were weak to light. So they're just gonna
Check it out.
jump me the instant I walk down there?
Watch out. We've been spotted. Whew. That should do it.
Wait, he just blew up in my face? That's it? Just damaged me? That's annoying.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
How do you guys work? You guys are just annoying. I don't want to fight you. This is not good at all.
Nice.
I'm
That was my
panicking,
use
I'm
for that.
panicking. Help me, what is this? What did I do?
What's up?
Sanctified amulet.
What?
Oh. Well,
That's... If that's the case...
That being the case,
okay. I'm freaking out, I'm really low on MP. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what?
What now?
How many Magla pills do I have? Give me a Magla pill, and let's just go through the door.
Is all well?
I'm heading out.
Leave me alone. Oh, there's more.
Really?
So apparently,
Attack!
Oh boy. Wow, a lot of them.
I'm all prepared. No, this won't work. Healer! Is there another way?
They're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Falling back. I won't hold back. Light!
Let's start
You hit their
doing this.
weakness.
I shall fight as
That's
the
your
noble I
opening,
am.
Captain.
By the
What?
sworn
Looks like
oath
they're
of
weak to
knighthood.
light.
I thought
I
he was
guess
weak
it's
to.
our time to shine.
I thought he was weak to fire
I'm
before.
stepping back. Let justice prevail. Strike me if you dare.
I will fight with pride. By this power. Flare! 4 remaining. Not bad.
Moving to the rear.
Okay.
Time to go offensive. Stepping back. Right, let's keep this up.
Good one, Stroll.
Mudo.
This is nothing. Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Okay. Taunting is overpowered. Taunting is easy, and I should always be doing it forever. Hulkenberg, you are never leaving my team. That is what I've discovered.
Come! Not now.
Sheesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Should we try Blizz out? Not on her.
Blade in hand. Let justice
let's-
prevail.
I'm
Not
trying to
this
think.
one.
How do I do this more efficiently? Maybe I pass
I defer
first?
to you.
Let's stay calm. Let's go. Light!
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight as
That's
the
your
noble I
opening,
am.
Captain.
I shall vanquish evil.
Let's see what Blizz does to you.
The power of ice.
Is
Not
everyone
much.
all right?
Okay, now that it's a half
For all
turn,
that we strive for.
now we do this.
I stand waiting.
It's okay. Healer! Flare! 2 remaining.
In the name of justice. Last one.
You fight well.
Summon? Oh, you son of a gun.
To you.
I won't hold back. Light!
You hit their weakness.
In the name of
That's your
justice.
opening, Captain.
Let's wrap this up.
I
That'll do.
stand ready. Knight!
Well, let's just
Into the fray.
attack.
This is nothing.
Oh, I
Brace
forgot.
yourselves.
Son of a gun. Okay, let's stop panicking. Stop panicking.
Come forth, Royal Soul! Flare!
You hit their weakness.
I can't afford to hold
That's your
back.
opening, Captain.
Cha!
Son of a gun.
Observe the enemy. To safer ground. I defer to you.
I will fight with pride. Let's go.
Let's set them up. Let's set them up.
Light!
Don't summon anymore. What?
Okay.
Still
Gotta
fight.
heal up.
Those guys suck. So when they get to us, at least what seemed to me, when they get to a certain percentage of life, they explode. And I'm guessing if they get to one single enemy left, they'll summon another one. Well, that's that was quite a fight.
That'll do. I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Ha! I have never known such heights.
Those guys were annoying.
All right.
Please, 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 cross your fingers, everyone. Destroy this crystal, and then make those things disappear from outside. Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Are we being teleported? Oh.
Yes.
Understood?
Is it really?
No matter.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
All right.
Not yet.
If so...
Okay, we are hurting. Now we're not. Okay, are all the... They're still out there, son of a gun. Let's just run past them.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Can I open this yet? Nope. Okay, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone.
We've shaken them. It ought to be safe now.
What's up here? I'm lost. This is below here. How do we get down there? You know, there was that place that was shielded, right? Let's see if we can make our way there. Trying to remember how to get there. Was this it?
You found something.
Did I even go this way
Take it with
before?
us.
I don't even remember going this way. Oh, I seem to have made it. Oh, and this is the other... Yes. Okay. Now we're connected there. What did we get?
What an incredible find.
Spectacular!
Oh my goodness, when there's special loot, the light that you see is different from the chest. Exorcist's Cassock. Beautifully gilded vestments that repel all that is impure. Magic +3. Increase evasion against dark. That looks good.
Now,
I mean, why not me? That seems pretty good for magic stuff. He still has endurance. Maybe I should give... Well, no. Thing is, I don't know... How should I value +1 endurance versus, you know, a ton more actual defense? Increase evasion against dark. That seems good to me. Okay, where in the world am I? Have I found everything that I can find? I mean, I only see the two chests, and there are no blue dots. So I'm thinking we found everything we can find. I mean, I think the place we were looking... Like, I think it was here, wasn't it? There used to be a barrier right here, and now it's gone. I'm thinking that's it. This place is a bit like a maze. Okay, how long have I been recording? A good amount of time. I mean, considering how I kind of started a half hour before actually starting to record. What's the difference between leave and never mind?
What?
Oh, as in leave the whole dungeon. Interesting. Let's save here real quick.
Yep.
Okay, here's the plan. Next time... Man, it is so cool being able to change archetypes just from wherever you're standing. That is so convenient. I think I'm gonna call it here, since, as I said, I have been going for quite a while now. We've made some progress. If this is how dungeons, if this is a normal length of a dungeon, I mean, maybe I'm proceeding slowly, but these are quite long. But yeah, let's call it here. I will, when I return, I will likely do the whole run around as a mage, get my MP back, and then we will move on to what is presumably, you know, I could be just wrong again, but I think we're getting to the finale now. Of course, I say that. He sent another Whiteclad after us. Maybe that's another mini-boss, and then we're going to have to fight the Necromancer, so who knows? But I guess it'll take as long as it needs to take. Yeah. And I do want to say, in case anyone's still watching, I've seen some comments. People are saying... I meant to say this at the beginning, but I forgot. Some people are saying they haven't seen my episodes come out, so I don't know why that would be. I mean, presumably, if you're subscribed, at least I know when I subscribe on YouTube, I usually... I mean, I don't get notifications, but if I see them in the subscription list, I don't know if there's something wrong with subscriptions, or I don't know if you have to turn on notifications or something like that, but yeah. Otherwise, I don't know why my videos wouldn't be appearing for you. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I mean, I don't think I have any... Ooh, I do have something new in the memoranda. Let's look at that. Trance crystal. Oh, this is from the previous episode. Dangerous crystal that attracts raging creatures to its side. The rigidity of the crystalline structure cannot withstand its rate of growth, causing myriad fissures invisible to the eye to grow on the surface that radiate magla. They appear like a bewitching flower, and as they have the ability to attract living creatures, some scholars call them magla flowers. Those were the things that had constantly spawning enemies, and you had to beat it down in the overworld. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep because I need it. I've been The Worm. This has been Metaphor ReFantazio. Tazio, excuse me. I hope you're all doing all right, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.